in that cycle, if you spent the money and then you looking around and then Al look out for you, that person is Al Heyman. You see what I'm saying? So you're gonna stay loyal to Al Heyman because he keep looking out for you when you burn the money down before you go fight again. You know what I'm saying? So even they got this thing where they're prone to commitment. Somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah. That's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
All that money.
It's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like within lifestyle, that money's gone, trust me. Now it's like, you call him, he'll be at your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action.
50 Cent has come for his favorite target one more time. And he's not just trolling this time, he's making huge revelations and calling out names of people and boxers Floyd Mayweather scammed to build his fortune. As stories of Floyd Mayweather's bankruptcy, financial crimes, and fraud allegations keep adding up, the American rapper has added more fuel to the fire, pointing the federal agents to the direction of his boxing career, so more investigations can be carried out on his fights and how he distributed funds post-match.
Business venture that you may have missed out on that people don't know that you'd be like, damn, I could have got that.
Oh, I could have did it. A cannabis company out here in Vegas. It was big. It's a big company. And then I passed on the can because I was investing in spirits.
Right.
You can't do both at the same time. Like, so I was like, nah. I just chose to do that. Oh, because I had so much success with the spirits. Right. Like I was in.
50 Cent's revealed that Mayweather has been taking his boxing fights out of America because he owes most arenas in the United States, like T-Mobile Arena, MGM Grand Arena, Barclays Center, and others. However, the owners decided to be lenient because of the amount of money they gained through him. After telling the story of how Floyd Mayweather scammed some $2 million he invested in Mayweather Promotions while Floyd was in prison, 50 Cent spoke about how Floyd, Leonard Ellerbe, and his lawyers were always defrauding other boxers while signing contracts.
Yeah. This looked like a friendship that was gonna last a lifetime. What the hell happened between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
Well, he changed his mind.
Now, what do you mean he changed his mind?
Like, as he was actually going in.
The nonsense called Mayweather Promotions is the biggest Ponzi scheme I ever heard about. They duped opponents, they duped partners like myself, and also duped fighters signed to them. It was Mayweather's way of gathering the money to live the fake life he's always wanted to live. He claimed Floyd's Mayweather Promotions are more a group of frauds and not the boxing promotion everyone thinks it is. The main reason Floyd established Mayweather Promotions was to scam boxers and get the larger part of the purse while giving out false numbers and fake documents.
To jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather Promotions.
Right.
Then as he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC, there's no seal.
He claimed Floyd was never truthful with the purse earned during fights. Instead, he connived with his lawyers to reduce the amount and pay fighters whatever he felt. All of Champ's opponents need to sue him. They should have gotten more than they got. He always lied about the figure. He reduced it so he could take more and give little after already taking more as the A side. Recently, one of Floyd Mayweather's former fighters at Mayweather Promotions spoke about how Floyd would always scam them and give them a few $1,000s after fights.
It just, once you get around someone, you be looking up to these people so bad, and like once you get around, they don't be who they say they is or who they portray to be. You be like, damn. I was 21 at the time, and I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. You don't fight him, you're not fighting. You gotta sit on the show. So I had to fight him. I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. They were saying I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchat. So they sent it to Floyd, and Floyd brought it up. He would say that he gave me like money to get my mom out the hood.
All of these happened with the involvement of Leonard Ellerbe, which was why he and Floyd Mayweather split when they could no longer make as much money from scamming fighters as they used to.
Commitment based on that. Even though they got the fight in itself give them an appetite for a lot of women.
Right.
But they still commit to someone because they want someone to be with them when they're on their lowest points.
Mm-hmm. You still watch boxing?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite fighter right now?
Right now, I'm working with Bud, man. I'm rocking.
When the boxing world sees Champ for who he is, he will never be in the greatest of all time talks again, 50 Cent said. Rapper turned promoter, 50 Cent discussed the falling out with pound-for-pound boxer Floyd Mayweather Jr. The former best friends had a financial dispute over a promotional venture. 50 Cent was a guest on Power 106 radio and discussed what led to the animosity with Mayweather. A few weeks back, the two of them engaged in a war of words on Twitter, which 50 Cent makes clear was legitimate in nature. According to 50 Cent, Mayweather refused to give him a promised investment of around $2 million for TMT Promotions, a company 50 Cent later changed to SMS Promotions. He said Floyd changed his mind on the promotional venture. As he was actually going into jail, he asked 50 Cent to help him with Mayweather Promotions.
You had a boxing promotion company once.
Yeah.
What happened with the boxing promotion company?
That really happened, Ken, because of my relationship with Floyd. You know what I mean? I didn't have interest in being a promoter, like, out the gate. It was just, he was doing Mayweather Promotions at the time, and then he had to do 90 days. He was going to jail. And he had fighters, he had Marcus Gamboa, he had guys that was just lingering.
As he got in, 50 Cent said he took a look and realized that there was no Mayweather Promotions, no LLC, no seal. It's not incorporated. Technically, Floyd was a Golden Boy fighter. He fought on every Golden Boy card. They do all the footwork. They stole the whole show, 50 said. When Floyd told 50 Cent to help him with Mayweather Promotions, and it was not there, he was like, I know what he means, to put it together for him. I did TMT Promotions and got it all the way together and signed the actual fighters. He claimed they had the acquisition of Yuriorkis Gamboa. They had negotiated the release with Top Rank for $1.2 million, and they got Andre Durrell, International Boxing Federation champion Billy Dibb, World Boxing Association champion Celestino Caballero.
It's lingering. I'm like, Champ, if they're gonna leave. You go to jail, they're just gonna leave. Like,
Right.
and he had been giving them 50,000 and 50,000 and 50,000. So he had already gave Gamboa about 300,000 to jail on the side, and then we ended up, when he did go in,
50 Cent claimed he brought them over while Floyd was incarcerated. And when Floyd came home, it was let's get Floyd back in the pocket campaign. And then there were $300K chains being bought and buying a new Lamborghini and those new things. And he was sitting there saying, when are you going to give me the money? And he was not trying to press Floyd because he just got out of jail. When he finally did bring up the actual situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. He said, I didn't tell you to do that. 50 Cent is also skeptical of boxing manager Al Heyman, who advises Mayweather. If you have a person who is a Harvard graduate advising you, they would be advising you to have an accountant with the kind of money that Floyd actually has, but that's not in place. If you have a person who is Harvard graduate advising you, you would have business managers at Merrill Lynch or Goldman & Sachs, but that's not in place, 50 Cent said.
I ended up picking up all the fighters.
Right.
And so it's Marcus Gamboa, I had James Kirkland, Andre Durrell, Billy Dibb, he was the IBF champion at that point, and then a few other guys, younger guys that
50 Cent believes he can still do big things in boxing. I'm around it and I do enjoy it. I have loved it from before I even met Floyd. It's entertaining and exciting for me. I know I can do innovative things with the actual sport, 50 Cent said. Crowned the richest boxer in history, Floyd Mayweather lived like money literally grew on trees. Yachts, private jets, designer fits, you name it, he had it. But now, things might not be as picture perfect as they once seemed. In fact, boxing insider Rick Glazer just dropped a bombshell that could hit harder than any punch Money Mayweather ever threw in the ring. His fortune might not be as untouchable as everyone thought, and guess who saw it coming way before the rest of us? Yep, none other than 50 Cent.
F and Vodka was at like 43,000 cases. I took it to 216,000 cases in 16 months.
What is, and to the audience that doesn't know,
Yeah.
what's that equivalent to in money-wise?
Oh, shit.
43,000 cases,
Yeah.
216,000 cases. What's that
It was,
equivalent?
it was like, before we parted ways, they gave me 20 million.
Right.
Right, but, and there was that company, and it was on the same model that Puff's deal was with Diageo. So like they made that.
Let's rewind a bit. Back in October, The Real Deal reported that Floyd had invested a jaw-dropping $402 million into 60 buildings across New York City, adding up to about 1,000 affordable housing units. Sounds like a boss move, right? But then came the twist. Floyd Mayweather later appeared on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, where he casually claimed, I don't know the exact number. I own, right now, somewhere upwards of 100 buildings or more. I think 99% of my buildings are in New York City. That's when things started sounding a little off.
All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
Q 50 Cent, the ultimate internet troll and former close friend turned relentless critic. He jumped on Instagram and unleashed the heat. First, he mocked Floyd's fuzzy math with a classic roast. Oh my God, if it's safe to say, I should say LOL. Champ is the richest special ed student. Laugh my head out.
On yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you're already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when, but see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. Right. You know, so I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, you know, to.
Then he really went in, suggesting that Money Mayweather didn't even know what he owned, and worse, that people were ripping him off behind the scenes. Oh damn, wait, I think Champ thinks he owns these buildings. They are beating him out of the money. He is saying he doesn't know what he owns. Somebody told Champ he just publicly said he lives in NY. They will come and take 58% of any income he has. Yikes. And just when you thought 50 was done, nope, he had more to say. 50 went full petty mode and posted a meme of Floyd dressed as Pinocchio, long nose and all. The caption,
All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
over 100 buildings and 99% in New York. LOL, that's cap, Champ. We should also get the hell out of you. Laugh my head out. Green light gang, let's work. Classic 50. The beef between these two has been simmering for years, and clearly, it's still red hot. If this latest round of shots is anything to go by, don't expect either of them to back down anytime soon.
Floyd Mayweather.
And it was
You know what
like,
happens is because, look, we've been friends since 2002. He had flew to Puerto Rico to be at Make Sure Power Summit before my music even took off in 2003.
oh wow.
So me and Floyd is like even when I fight with him, I don't hate him. That's my boy. Still.
Yeah.
I still like.
However, these assertions by 50 Cent still remain unconfirmed at the moment. Floyd Mayweather has had his share of beefs with hip-hop artists over the past few years, but perhaps no battle has lasted as long as that between him and G-Unit head honcho 50 Cent. According to 50, the beef began way back in 2012 when Floyd came up with the idea of a partnership between the two, asking the rapper to help him with Mayweather promotions prior to his incarceration at the Clark County Detention Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. The only problem, 50 learned, was that Mayweather Promotions was virtually non-existent. As a result, 50 formed the Money Team, now SMS Promotions, using his personal funds to secure fighters like Yuriorkis Gamboa and Andre Dirrell.
He's like my brother. We just don't get along because I don't need him for nothing. He don't need me for nothing. So every now and then he goes, yo, what's up, Five? What you doing? Nothing, everything good.
All right, good.
And we go back to everything being cool, but he act funny in between time.
He is the greatest ever, though.
No, absolutely. You ever heard me make reference to him and not call him champ?
No.
When Mayweather was finally released from the Clark County Detention Center, however, 50 claims Floyd denied ever asking him for help with his promotional company, refusing to reimburse Jackson for money upwards of 7 figures spent on the business venture in his absence. Since that day, the former friends have fired time and time again by 50, with Mayweather denying the beef. I think 50 Cent is a great guy, Mayweather said earlier. You can't be my friend on Monday, and then not my friend on Tuesday. Real friends go through ups and downs. I can't say in November, a guy's my friend and I love him, and in December I hate him. Sometimes things can be miscommunication. A lot of times the media can play a major role. Things can get said, that's not true. Hopefully his music can go back to the top. And hopefully he does good in the sport of boxing.
Did 50 Cent knock Mayweather out? Nope. I didn't knock Floyd out. I should have knocked Floyd out. It's kind of hard to hit Champ. Even when he's standing right in front of you, start moving and with the shoulder block and everything, so it get hard to hit Champ.
Apparently the feelings aren't mutual. Since Mayweather's statement, 50 has continued throwing jabs at the boxer, the latest in the form of an Instagram post mocking Mayweather for losing his former girlfriend to St. Louis rapper Nelly. Shortly before this, 50 Cent had attacked Floyd Mayweather on social media, but this time the tone appears a bit more mellow. The Grammy Award-winning rapper has been steadily taking shots at the undefeated boxing champion ever since rumors about Mayweather's finances began swirling. As talk of possible bankruptcy gains traction online, 50 Cent, once a close friend of Mayweather's, took to Instagram with a familiar mix of shade and sentiment.
To mirror that.
Right.
So this why I was like, no more puffy juice. And not because we had no specific beef, right, Ken, but we had competing products at that point. So if my corner is over here, your corner is over there, I got to make my corner feel cooler.
Right.
And he wasn't producing any new music or anything new that would make him cooler at that point. So it's like, I'll just stay active and keep putting it out there. You know what I mean? And but look, those things, it worked. You know, it worked during the period.
The Grand Rapids-born Olympic bronze medalist retired in 2017 and later embarked on an exhibition career. At the same time, with a keen eye on real estate, the world's richest boxer began shaping a post-retirement life as a business mogul. In recent months, reports of Mayweather's property purchases have made headlines. So why the sudden bankruptcy rumors? For one, it's an old whisper resurfacing. Still, the latest gossip has opened the door to a wave of speculation and naturally some public jabs. Mayweather's financial situation, the Indie Club artist wrote, "Damn, they are talking bad about Champ. Even though we are beefing, he is still my brother." 50 Cent didn't stop at sympathy. In a follow-up, he implied that unlike others in Mayweather's circle, he's never relied on him.
That is there, but they did get funny after I owned the companies.
Right.
So it's cool to work for them.
When you work for them, but when
as soon as you start not working for them, shit get a little different. And this is when, you know, like, don't think that the stuff that you see from Puffy is not.
Suggesting that Mayweather surrounds himself with yes men who depend on him financially or emotionally, the 2010 Grammy Award winner said, "We are falling out because I don't need him. He is used to people being codependent." Probably thought he left the boxing ring for good in 2017. Gloves hung up and record spotless at 50, 0. But here we are, 8 years later, and his name and records still find a way to remain at the center of many boxing debates. Sure, he's retired, living large and building a real estate empire in New York City, but his past in the ring just won't let him rest. And now, one of boxing's most respected legends' verdict from 2011 has come back to haunt him.
You see what I'm saying? He fights on every Golden Boy card. They do all the footwork on
like
every
the negotiations and the imprint, the paperwork.
They built the whole show. So when he says helping with Mayweather promotions, and it's not.
However, these claims always annoy Floyd Mayweather Jr., who's always wanting to flaunt his wealth and prove how rich he is to the public. Floyd Mayweather Jr., renowned for his undefeated pro boxing career and flamboyant lifestyle, has amassed substantial wealth over the years. As of 2025, his financial portfolio reflects not only his earnings from the ring, but also his ventures into business and real estate. Here, we'll be going into what makes the former world champion his wealth, including his salary, assets, and more.
Well, guess what Papa bought? Guess what Papa bought you for? You bought me this? Young girl, I got you a gift. Guess what I bought you? Let me pay.
So, Floyd, man, like, you got everything, you got the skyscrapers, you got the cars, you got the houses, you got, what's next?
What I'm working on now, I don't really want for nothing. I don't really want for nothing. I mean, it's crazy that, when people say, when you post something.
Estimates of Mayweather's net worth in 2025 vary among sources. According to Sports Illustrated, his net worth is approximately $500 million. However, coin paper suggests a figure closer to $1.2 billion. This discrepancy underscores the challenges in accurately assessing the wealth of high-profile individuals with diverse income streams, so it is best to assume that it is somewhere in the middle of those two numbers, around $750 million. Throughout his career, Mayweather secured several sponsorship deals that enhanced his income. Notably, for his 2015 bout against Manny Pacquiao, he featured brands such as Hublot, Burger King, and FanDuel on his attire, with Burger King reportedly paying $1 million for the sponsorship. Additionally, for his 2017 fight against Conor McGregor, the asking price for sponsorship was set at $10 million, reflecting the high value associated with Mayweather's promotional partnerships and the level of that particular fight.
You had the label, right? Did you ever think about getting the music again, like helping some artists?
Well, I've been working, a lot of tours, a lot of huge tours.
Oh, okay.
For years. You guys never seen my name on a lot of tours, but I was behind a lot of major tours that was done. A lot of major artists.
That's where Al Heyman came from, right?
Exactly.
The Budweiser Superfest.
Yeah.
Beyond boxing, Mayweather has diversified his investments, particularly in real estate. In 2025, he reportedly acquired 62 multifamily properties in Upper Manhattan for $402 million, adding over 1,000 units to his portfolio. This move aligns with his strategy to invest in income-generating assets. Mayweather's penchant for luxury is evident in his lifestyle choices. He has been known to spend extravagantly, including a week-long birthday celebration in Miami costing upwards of $5 million. His car collection is equally impressive, with recent additions totaling $5 million, featuring high-end models like Bugatti. Despite all of these, what stands right before him are allegations of bankruptcy and financial crimes. What are your thoughts on the rift between Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent? Do you think 50 Cent can be justified for his social media rants and trolls against Floyd? What do you think about 50 Cent's claims about Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Mayweather Promotions? Do you feel there's ever going to be an end to Floyd's controversies and financial crimes? Let's know your thoughts in the comment section. And that's all for now.